Back in a little bit. All right, party people. Welcome to the first vlog, officially. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know how well this is going to go. I tried to record 2 separate times for this, and I've had camera positioning issues, camera covering issues as far as like keeping my camera protected while I'm out riding, and I've had microphone issues where my mic was a bit too close to my goddamn face. It was like at the top. Let me just take the sidewalk. It was at the top of my over top of my chin vent, so my mouth was directly in front of the mic, and it was like very loud, and you could hear me peaking the mic really often. It was really bad. But anyways, today I'm just going to take a little trip to Rite Aid. It's about an estimated 2.9 miles away from me, going to and coming back. So we're just gonna go to Rite Aid's, grab some stuff, and then come on back home to meet Babe's aunt, who I'm supposed to be meeting again. And well, we're just gonna do a little bit of talking. So in the last 2 recordings I've tried to do, one yesterday, it was really shitty rainy weather. You can kind of see, oh my god, you can kind of see there were, I didn't want my board to go in that water. You can kind of see the remnants of it from yesterday. My board got really muddy and dirty, so did my Revel kit. Of course, that made me really upset because I didn't want to get this damn kit dirty or wet in any way, shape, or form. Because even though the kit says it's air quotation waterproof, I don't entirely believe it. Just as a safety precaution. It is so much traffic this morning. I don't know why. But yeah, I tried to ride to Home Depot yesterday to get a 12 to 20 volt power drill, whichever one I could find, really, so that way I could take the waterproof case that came with this Akaso V50X mic, and I could essentially put the protective case back over the camera, so that way I could protect the lens whilst also fuck, my brain is melting. I want to get past this traffic. Well, a singe right past this guy, kind of slow. But yeah, I wanted to put the protective case back on his microphone. These curves and streets around here are really fucked up, and I had to get me a drill and a drill bit from Home Depot. Tried to go there by myself via the board, but GPS lost connection on me, and when it came back to, it went into offline mode, so it wouldn't show me, I'm all over the place today. It wouldn't show me about bike route, so because it wouldn't show me a bike route and it was showing me a car route, it was trying to take me to a highway, and of course I can't go on a highway on a goddamn electric skateboard, so I just decided to waste fucking $20, something I didn't want to do, call a damn Lyft to and from, and I wound up spending like damn near $100 and fucking We're just gonna go real quick while we have the chance. I wound up spending $100 damn near in fucking Home Depot to getting a drill and a drill bit, because you know I needed the stuff. I'm gonna just ride a median since there's trucks and shit behind me. They should be able to get past me. They can't get past me. That way I won't have to worry about anything. But yeah, so that was the second time I tried to record. First time I tried to record, very first time, my camera angle was kind of downwards. I don't know how the camera angle is right now, but the camera angle was kind of pointing down to the ground. So even if I was looking down on the ground a little bit, you couldn't even really see the road ahead of me, which in my opinion was a really shitty camera angle. So I wound up scrapping all that footage and redoing it for the second time, you know, when the second run wound up being terrible because you know, it was a shitty rainy day and my board and grip tape was all wet and I couldn't get to where I was trying to get to. But today is going to be pretty easy ride. Pretty easy ride. I believe I'm supposed to be turning not on Hamilton. I think I was supposed to be going further up. I don't know what this guy is doing. He's in reverse right now, so we're just gonna ride past him. Sit next to the cars a little bit, check the GPS. Okay, yeah, we're supposed to be going up this hill, and then this street is really fucked up, by the way. We're supposed to be going up this hill, making a right, and then going like a mile-ish, and we'll be at the right age. But things I wanted to talk about as far as my Revel kit is concerned. First of all, I just want to say the positives. I love this DIY electric skate kit. I think for the price, for the versatility, for the modularness of it and everything else, it is one of the best e-skate kits out here that you could possibly get. Reason being is because you can virtually throw this kit onto any board of your choosing. So if you're already comfortable with a normal skateboard or penny board or any long board that you usually use, but you wanted to electrify it, you could get this kit and you could slap this kit right on your board and have a good time. Things I don't like about it, first and foremost, most definitely, is the support that you get for it. You don't get any app right now at the time of me making this video. There is no supported app for the Revel kit, and I don't know how, because I believe Revel boards has been out for a long time now, for probably about a couple years, and I'm not sure how they don't have an app out yet, and if they're supposed to be competing with other, especially like pre-built electric skateboard companies like bullsh&t, Meepo, all those other companies. I'm really confused as to how they don't have an app out yet for their direct drive, wireless, direct drive, DIY skate kit, but they don't have one. So that's my first gripe with it, because you can't really track your mileage via your phone and all that other good shit because of the fact that there's no app for it. Another thing, there's no firmware or software updates. It's just you get the kit, the battery and everything else that comes included with it. I'm just gonna bomb this hill a little bit. I don't know how I'm on 2 battery bars already, probably because I was climbing those hills and it killed the battery. You get the battery and stuff, and that's it. You get nothing else. So that's another problem issue with me, because, you know, firmware updates and stuff like that is nice, so they can like fix software issues where the battery may be draining a little bit too much and what's supposed to or anything. So That's my other gripe with Revel. As far as like their product support, there's no firmware updates or anything, and I really wish there was, because we need it. We need to make sure the product is up to date and working fine, and there's no software issues that, you know, an average Joe can't really fix unless he's into modding, changing anything on an electric skateboard, which I am not proficient in. So software updates would be nice. And my last little gripe with this kit, I don't know. I don't really have a last gripe with the kit. Those two gripes that I mainly have with the kit is my main issues that I have with it. So my main issues that I have with the kit is just the overall product support. Other than that, Revel, they make an amazing DIY skate kit. This kit is fast. It has a nice amount of torque, like I said before. It's very modular. You can toss this on any board you want to, pretty much, with no issues. I mean, for certain boards, you might have to have some extra riser pads for, especially if you have a board like mine that the board has a drop down truck set up to it, so it could sit lower to the ground, so that way I can get more speed and stuff like that. You might need more riser pads, so that's something that you do need to be wary of. But if you're riding on like a normal board, just anything that doesn't have like a drop through mounting setup, truck mounting setup, you should be absolutely fine as far as installing this kit on your board. The wheels that comes included and the bearings that comes included are pretty goddamn nice on this kit. Really goddamn nice. They're 90 millimeter 78A wheels. All of them are fully sealed. They're full urethane, because this, like I said before, this is direct drive. This isn't a hub motor, so it's full urethane. It feels really nice and smooth. When I'm riding over cracks and bumps and stuff like that, you don't really feel too much. You do feel a little bit, but that mainly comes down to your actual board configuration and how many riser pads you have and stuff like that. I'm turning up my brightness a little bit. We are, oh shit, almost here actually. We are almost here. We're just gonna flop the road a little bit. So far we've done 3.2 kilometers and my battery is almost gone, which is, oh, the street is kind of fucked up, and slow down. I don't know, I really feel like I've just been noticing this recently. Ever since I've gotten this kit like a week or so ago, I've started to notice that over time, as like each day goes on that I go on my board and I fully charge it and then I go out for a ride, I've started to notice that my battery drains a lot faster than what seems to be normal. I do have a standard range kit, and the standard range kit is supposed to last anywhere from around, oh, this hill is fucked right now. The standard kit is supposed to last anywhere from around 6 to 10 miles, and my kit doesn't last that well. My kit does last that long sometimes, but other times, like now, the kit doesn't last long at all. And I know I've went up a few hills this run, so it may be due to the fact that the actual terrain I'm riding, I keep riding up hills, and I'm only on 2-wheel drive, and I weigh like 170 something pounds right now, just to keep that in mind. So my heavyish weight plus the incline hill on a 2-wheel kit is probably causing my battery to die a little bit faster than what it should be, to be completely honest with you. But at the same time, I also feel like my battery is suffering from some type of drainage issue, discharge issue, like some kind of I feel like it's dying way too quickly for it to be a standard range. And I am planning to get me on extended range because of course I want multiple batteries, so that way when I go off for a ride, my battery doesn't die like immediately. But I haven't gotten to buying one just yet, and I don't know how long it's going to take to get one once I finally order it. So, because the kit itself took fucking forever to come because it was on back order and all that other good shit. So the kit took absolutely millennia to come. I'm just going to go to the sidewalk here because I'm trying to go into that Rite Aid over there. Actually, know what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride in like here, from here. After these two trucks come. But yeah, the fucking battery seems to just be, at random times, it just seems to die really goddamn fast. And I have tried to hurry this along. And I have no clue why. Like, absolutely no clue. Like I said before, it could be just because of the area that I'd be riding at that time, because I do ride around in sort of like hilly-esque areas, and when you don't have a whole bunch of power on your board, hill areas could really kill your battery. So that could be it. Like I said before, just because it could be the board needs software updates to fix battery management and stuff like that, which was an issue that I talked about before that I wish they would fix with this kit. Hold on, we're gonna turn off the kit and stuff. Alright. I'm hot as hell. Fuck. Batteries, film. What are we gonna get? I don't want no damn monster. I want some water, really. For all that, I could have just brought a water bottle out the house, but I wasn't thinking at the time. Get some imported glacier ale. Imported from Ireland. I have a friend who lives near Ireland. A very good friend of mine. We should play BDO together a lot. It's my goddamn brother from across seas, I'll tell you. Hopefully we have enough battery life to make it back. Alright, boys and girls, so got our water and stuff. And we're gonna go ahead and let's put the shit in the bag and then prep up to head home. I don't know if I'll just save the water for when I get back in the house. I don't feel like taking off the helmet and trying to drink water and trying to slide back on the helmet and stuff. Just want to get back home. Especially considering that my battery is nearly dead and I don't know why. Also, another thing, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, of course, because it's my first electric skateboard I've ever owned. And this is a DIY kit, too, if that... I didn't build the kit, of course, a company made it, but... I don't know, basically what I'm trying to say is I don't know if it's a good idea that when you're not riding it to continuously keep it on the charger or all night long, all afternoon, or just basically all day whenever you're in the house, the rest of your day from once you go in the house. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing to keep it on the charger. Because I've never owned this sort of thing. So I don't exactly know. And, I don't know if it's a good thing to do or not. What I've started to do now is I've started to charge it and wait till it's like fully charged, then take it off said charger and then taking an offset charger, putting on my visor, then taking an offset charger, and fuck, there's a lot of traffic. Then taking an offset charger, and I'm just going kind of slow because I want to make sure nobody don't decide they want to make a right turn. And taking it off the charger, and then, you know, putting it back on the charger just a little bit. Ooh, these roads kind of fucked. Putting it back on the charger like right before I leave. It's a lot of traffic today. Just want to make sure I don't get hit. There's one more car coming out. He's catching the red light. That's good. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I don't know if it's a good thing. I'll just have to do some research and find out. Again, I don't really know. Well, there's a Cooper. It's a Copper Cooper. Cooper Copper. But yeah, we're going to head on back. This is a nice little ride. It's a nice day out today, but unfortunately I'm staying in because a meeting, again, my girlfriend's aunt, so I'm gonna be staying in again today, so I'm going to really take my usual ride out. I usually do, just to go have some fun, because I'm still trying to get used to my helmet and still trying to get used to this whole recording thing. Plus I haven't gotten my settings down perfect for recording, so I like to come out and do these rides not only to try to get some footage in, hopefully some good footage, but to also play test and tweak settings and stuff like that, see how the footage turned out. Oh shit, see how the footage turned out when I came back, when I come back in the house and I plug it up to my PC and I check it out, you know. And anything that's good, I salvage it. Anything that's not, I toss it, you know, just average stuff. I'm still new to this whole vlogging thing because, of course, this wasn't something that I initially ever planned to do. This is a nice looking highway. I love the middle street here. Wish we could ride on that. That'd be fucking fantastic. Imagine having like a really nice, secure, like I would say full titanium. I know that's like really expensive to fucking do, but having a section of the highway dedicated to like personal vehicles like this, and it's just a full titanium enclosure, so that way any dumbasses who's driving cars or bikes and stuff or trucks, they wind up crashing. They don't hit the fucking, if they hit the thing, if they hit the, what the fuck? Why am I slowing down? Why am I slowing down? Am I dead? I'm dead. I die. What the fuck? It just said I had 2 bucks. See? Damn. I just died. I just died. Rip. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know. I'm thinking I might have to get in contact with Revel because I think there's something wrong with my battery. I seriously think it's something wrong with my back. I didn't, like I said before, I did ride in a piss poor amount of rain, but it was mainly just riding over wet ground, and the battery didn't get wet. Like nothing inside, no water got inside of the battery. So I'm really confused. I charged the board up full last night. I took it off the charger. Let me take off my visor so I can fucking breathe. I took off the charger, like I said, last night, to put, no, not to put, I charged the board last night till I seen the charger battery was green. Then I took the kit off the charger and I just let it sit cold, not charging or anything, for the whole night. Then when I got up this morning, a little bit before I left out, I put the kit on the charger again. When I turned it on, it didn't have full battery life, It hits, oh, my pants are stuck to the back of my shoe. It didn't have full battery life. It had, goddamn, I need to roll up my pants or something. What the fuck? It didn't have full battery life. It had half. So I'm really confused as to how the kit just completely died. And it just went from 25%. It just went from 25% to nothing. And all I did was ride off the small incline hill from Rite Aid, and then the incline hill coming up, and then I bombed the hill a little bit, and I pretty much held the brake almost the whole way down. Fuck. This is the first time I've ever burned the battery completely. Good thing about this kit is the brakes, the motors aren't stiff to the point where as though I can't skate normally. So I can skate normally on this thing, but I just can't ride now because my battery's dead. And I can't even use the battery to use the remote to brake. So I have to foot brake. God damn. Like I said before, this is the first time I've ever killed the battery completely on this board, on this kit. And like I said before, I had the battery charged all afternoon when I came in the house after my shit run yesterday. And then I took it off the charger when I seen it was fully charged, left it off, and then I put it back on the charger just a little bit before I left. So I don't know why the board is just, battery's just dead all of a sudden. Like, I don't know what the fuck the reason is. Like, honestly, like I said before, I'm starting to think it's something wrong with this battery. Like, it was working fine. I was getting like 7-8 kilometers out of this thing, probably in total on one charge. And I go from that to now this run in particular, I barely even moved. I swear we did like 3-point-something kilometers. My legs are tired. It's hard pushing this kind of heavy kit, especially up a slight incline. We only traveled like fucking 3 kilometers or so to Rite Aid's. Like I said before, Rite Aid's was a 4-mile trip, and I'm trying to see if I can get it to turn on, so maybe I could bomb the hill, hold the brake, because this is a hill. I believe this is a steep hill right here, and I want to bomb the hill and hold the brake while I'm going down, so I could try to charge it to make it the rest of the way, because otherwise I'll have to walk the rest of the way or skate normal somewhat. My trucks aren't loose enough. I do have my skate tool, but I don't feel like untightening the trucks from where I got them right now, because I kind of got them in a comfortable state of it being tight but not too tight. But damn, this shit crazy. And this is what I mean by Revel. They need to do software updates. They need to come out, just like I don't understand how they come out with this amazing ass kit. It's revolutionary, because as far as the whole toss on, bolt on electric skate kit market goes, as far as like pre-builts goes, Revel and Boosted are the only two, at least that I've seen, who has ever made bolt-on electric skate kits. They're the only two companies. Revels is a hub motor. I mean, not Revels is a hub motor. Revels is direct drive, but Boosted is a hub motor, and Revels is direct drive, which, you know, makes Revels a lot better. And With my battery dying this fucking quickly, and I've barely done anything in this run today, that's concerning. Because like I said before, I fully charged the battery yesterday. I took it off, and then I put it back on for a little bit before I left. And when I left, I started off with 4 out of 5 bars. So, I don't know. It could be, I don't know, the battery maybe somehow messed up from me always keeping it on the charger when I'm in the house, which I don't understand how. Or, if not that, it could be, it's just something wrong with the battery itself. And I maybe need a new battery. Maybe it discharges too fast. Like even when not in use, it's just draining way too quickly. And I really want to bomb this hill. Try to get some battery life back. Try to see what we can do. See if me maybe taking a battery off and sliding it back in, if that'll help it. Maybe get it some life. No, it's not giving it any life. This thing has regenerative braking, but I don't know if the regen braking works when your kit is dead. I'm only assuming it doesn't. Fuck, now we just got a dead board. That the only way we can ride is normally. Fuck, man. This is not how it's supposed to go. I'm mad as hell my board died. But this goes into another point, always making sure you have multiple batteries. So in case something like this does ever happen, you're not stranded. I'm not stranded because I know where I am. But even though I do know where I am, that still doesn't mean I'm hot as hell right about now. That still doesn't mean that that still doesn't mean that your battery should just die in one go, you know? This is why you need to pay attention. Like he hardly sees shit, so he was just going to jump out there. You can't fucking do that. You need to pay attention. I don't know what these people be doing. Like, how am I not in a car and I know what to do more than you do? Like, what the fuck? And I've driven before. I don't have my license, but that still don't mean shit. Still don't mean, hold on, can't breathe. That still don't mean I don't know how to drive. I don't know how to operate a vehicle at all. And I don't know how to look around and peek and make sure I know cars coming or make myself noticeable before I even try to jump out into the road. You know, like, you got all these big ass trucks parked there, which a terrible fucking spot to park with those little shops right there, because the people who's coming out those shops is just taking a leap of faith. Instead of the people who's coming out the shops just turning and hugging the sidewalk enough so that they can use their left rear view mirror to see if any cars are coming, so that then they can jump into oncoming traffic. No, these people just decide, hey, I'm just gonna jump straight out in the traffic if I don't see anything, and if I get hit, I get hit. If I don't, fuck it. Like, these people don't know how to drive, but damn, boys and girls, I'm so mad my fucking kit died. Might as well just turn off our remote. There ain't no point. My shit is dead. This board is heavy. I swear this kit weighs every bit of about maybe like 10-15 pounds, maybe. And the board is a bit heavy itself because it's a stiff 7 to 8 layer maple board. So I don't know if something on my fucking nose, and I just dropped my damn yeah, I don't know if I don't know. My English is all over the place, guys. I'm sorry. I don't. Fuck. Forget what I'm trying to say. Just tried to see if I could turn it on again. It's completely dead. I think that this board weighs probably, like, with the kit and the board and everything installed onto the board. I think this kit weighs like, or this board weighs like maybe 20 pounds on its own. So it's heavy. Like, if I let this go, it's gonna fall to the ground really fucking fast, especially from the backside, from where the Revel kit is. It's gonna fall really fast. But I'm hot. I'm hot because I'm not riding right now, and I got a jacket on, and I got all this gear on, and I got this hot ass helmet on, and usually I'm moving, so I'm not really hot. I may sweat a little bit while I'm riding, but I'm not exactly hot because I have a nice amount of air flow going into my helmet. But now I don't, because my dumbass battery decided, hey, I'm just gonna die on you on this run. Like, I literally only made it, just barely made it, 2 Rite Aids. And now we have to fucking pretty much walk all the way back, which sucks. And I can't, any of these hills that I bomb won't even matter, because the battery's so dead, it won't even turn on enough for me to bomb a hill, for me to even regen the battery a little bit. Man, Revel need to step their game up, because more people will be way more interested in a setup like this rather than a pre-built board, because especially if they already are heavily into riding skateboards and longboards and shit as is, they won't have to worry about getting used to a new board. They can keep their same old board, maybe change the grip tape, and use this board and use this kit. But between not having an app, situations like this where you charge your battery, and the battery just decided, hey, I'm just gonna die on you, and you barely even did. I know I probably haven't even done, and I'm only gonna count the mileage up to the mileage I've traveled on this board until it died. I know I've probably haven't even done like 5 kilometers. I think maybe I did a max of 5 kilometers. Because like I said before, we rode the whole way to Rite Aids on the board while it was charged. But then we ain't even get halfway back near my apartment, and the damn kit dies. So it's just like, fuck. Like, honestly, I'm like so sweaty right now. I'm hot. It's like we barely traveled. But yeah, boom. Fucking kit dies. And this is the first ever time I've rolled the board until the battery completely died, which I've never ever wanted to do, just as a precautionary measure. I never ever wanted to do that. Because I didn't want to fuck up the battery in any sense. So that's why I didn't do it. But it's like, fuck me. We're just gonna have to like foot brake nearly the whole way down, because this street is really sketchy, and I've bombed this street before. I've bombed the street before without foot braking, and I've nearly fell off. because it was just that sketchy. So much gravel and fucked up pavement here that it's hard to fuck to ride. Sorry if there's a bit more wind noise. I do have the visor open up and just bombed the hill, so you know, I don't exactly have my visor completely shut to cut out some of the wind noise in the mic. I do have a cover on the mic just in case I ever do something like this, but you know, fuck me, man. Like, I can't even, like, even if the remote is charged, I can't do this, for instance. And the battery's being dead, I can't do this. I can't push the board. See, I'm holding down the brake. I can't charge the board like that. Eventually, I'm gonna need to get me another battery, and I need to get me an extended range, and I need to test and figure out with this particular, because like I said before, when I got this board, I bought a standard range kit, not an extended range, because the extended range was like $700, and the standard range was fucking $599, $600, so I bought me a standard range, and my brain was melted. I'm sorry, boys and girls. I need to really figure out, is there something wrong with this battery before I try to contact Revel about it or anything. Fucked up thing is, even if there is something wrong with this battery, because I've already rolled this board and there's already scratches on this battery, even if they do some dumb shit like ask me, oh hey, can I send the battery all the way back to them, all the way across fucking America, back to California, so they could check on it and see what the fuck is wrong. One, that's gonna take absolutely for fucking ages. Two, one, that's gonna take absolute fucking ages. Two, see if it's charged a little bit. No, it's not. But yeah, one, I don't know what's all the honking for, but I'm just going to ride like as if I was riding my normal trucks. Yeah, even if I send it over to them, they're probably not going to do anything about it, just for the simple fact that the battery's scratched up, the battery's been used. So they may just look at me and like tell me chalk it up as a loss, pretty much, which is kind of fucked up, but it's not really much I could do about it, you know. See, because my board is heavier, I couldn't bomb that hill fast. If I was on my normal trucks with this board that I usually use with this board beforehand, and I bombed this hill, I would have probably made it almost all the way over here from that single bomb alone. But because of the fact that I'm heavy, the board is heavier, a lot heavier than before. I'm not bombing the hills as fast without the board being on, which sucks. It really sucks. I just keep looking behind me just to see if there's a car trying to come by. We'll just go onto the sidewalk here. At least we made it back, but still, wish we'd have made it back like I usually do. Fuck. With me still operating the board and my board not being dead. I'm really, really pissed that I barely did. That was like a four something mile trip and my battery's just gone. Like I said before, this thing has a range of 6 to 10 miles, but I fully charged it. And I went to Rosedale from where I live. Okay, went to Rosedale, Maryland, and I skated there, and I skated up a very long, it wasn't necessarily steep, but it was a very long inclining hill, and my battery nearly died then, but it lasted, fuck, at least I stopped it before it went in the water. It lasted nearly the whole ride. Actually, no, it lasted the whole ride. It lasted to about like 2 bars, I would say, 25%, give or take. To when I got to Walmart, I just ran over some mud. And then, when I got back, I just scratched up the battery a little bit from that. And then when I got back, when I was riding back, even though it was on 2 bars, because I was like bombing hills a little bit and walking somewhat on certain hills to like preserve battery life, I made the trip to and from. And that was like a 13-kilometer ride, according to the remote, because it was like 7-8 kilometers too. And then it was like fucking the same amount back. And I'll just close my visor a little bit. And I got fucking like 13 kilometers out of a standard battery. Same thing one day when I rode in the city. I was just riding around the city, fucking around in the city. Doesn't really have too many hills to like bomb and stuff like that. So I got caught this little piece right here. So I was riding around in the city and shit, and I got like a total of maybe like 7-8 kilometers while I was riding around in the city. And then I had to chase down a bus. I had to chase down the pink bus route to get back around to my apartment complex, because they wouldn't let us on because there was too many people at the stop that I was at the time. So when the bus pulled off, I decided I was going to chase it down. Mind you, only had 2 bars then. And I know I chased it for every bit of like a good, almost probably like a kilometer. About half a mile, almost a mile. And I caught up to it. And my battery was still good by the time I got here. Still had 2 bars, yeah. I took the bus home, so I didn't drain it up. That's what the ride. But I seriously think that the Revel kit needs software updates to address battery performance issues. And I also think there may be a drainage issue with my battery. I don't know, because I haven't had this kit for too long. Like I said before, I literally just got it probably like a week or 2 ago. And I be having these instances where I be charging it like this, and I barely go for like a 4-mile fucking trip to and from, and it dies. Just boom. And when I go on my usual rides, the battery lasts. My usual rides probably go maybe like 6, 7 something-ish kilometers. Once my battery starts saying it's at like 25%, I turn in, and then I think by the time I get to the house, it's probably like a 8-kilometer ride. But you know, like I said before, it lasts. Right now, it just ain't working like it used to, Chief. And I'm a little bit upset about that, because I spent nearly $1,000 on this shit. And there's pre-builts that honestly, with their standard range, there's some standard range pre-builts that has a longer estimated mileage battery life than mine does. There's some standard pre-built kits, I think like the Raptor, for instance. That bitch lasts for like 20, 25 miles, either that or the backfire. G3. Them shits last like 20 fucking miles on one charge. But my standard range, even though it's a smaller form factor, my standard range only lasts for like, maybe a good max of like 10 miles, excuse me. Maybe like a good max of like 10 fucking miles, if I'm lucky. And this shit ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I'm glad we're back. I'm hot as hell. I can't wait to take off the side of this helmet. I'm sweating profusely. And I will see y'all again on my next ride.